What is your long-term vision for King's College India?
King's College India is regarded in the top 10 schools of India.
So what is the major difference you have seen working in the different different markets?
I would say many of the Asian countries that I've worked in, there is a huge respect for education, a huge respect for teachers.
What are the facilities that King College India provides, the Rohtak provides to students, which are different from the other schools? I don't want to take any names. One more question about your leadership. So how do you adapt to a change in leadership when you change your country?
I think, as we've mentioned before, listening is key. Observation and observing what's happening and what's going on.
So with the rapid changes in education system coming up, with a lot of technology getting integrated, inculcated in the school system, what do you suggest doing it and what do you suggest not doing it at the same time for a school?
It does depend a lot on the families to choose the school that is picking their policy that suits the family background.
So do you believe in teachers training?
Yes. We have what's called a continuous professional development program.
Hello everyone, my name is Mudit Pandey and I am the co-founder of My Admission Card and president of Sevi Foundation. As you all know, we bring experts from the education industry to give you the right guidance. I am honored and privileged today to have here Miss Helen Bowen with us today from KCI. She is leading the KCI at the moment in India. Hello madam, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for such a lovely introduction.
I think the introduction is hardly begun, to be honest. You have got a long introduction. You have got a long history of developing international schools in China, Turkey, Mongolia, as far as I know. So can you just add on to a bit about your introduction so that our audience should know more about you?
Yes, I've been in education for over 23 years. It wasn't my original plan. Although my parents are both in education too, I was trying to resist the call to education, and I was first into my creative side, which I think has given me a really lovely foundation, has enabled me to think outside the box, and has also given me a joy and a thirst for life. And then I undertook my postgraduate certificate in education in the UK, began my teaching career teaching young children of 5 years old in the UK. And then I saw an advert for volunteer service overseas. I moved to Eritrea to work with the Ministry of Education, initially in a rural village, going around to visit various schools, helping to train some of the teachers, and learning what it was like in different countries for different schools. And this gave me a real thirst and passion for education abroad internationally. I then moved to Tanzania and was able to work in a small village called Mwanza, which is now a very established city. And again, I was working in the younger section. After Tanzania, I was able to merge my passion for theatre and passion for education, and I moved up into the senior section of the school, teaching theatre and teaching drama with the British curriculum, with the national curriculum, the Cambridge curriculum, and also with the international baccalaureate as well.
Okay. So what inspired you to join KCI in India, basically?
India called me. I was working very happily in Mongolia and really loved Mongolia. It's a fascinating country where you feel very free. The students are, like anywhere, inquisitive and a joy to be around. And I was merrily working there thinking I was going to stay there for a while. But then I had an email that popped up in my email box saying, "Are you interested in being the head of King's College in India?" And of course, I couldn't resist looking further. And then looking into the school, looking into the King's College heritage, looking at India and what a marvelous country it would be to come here, having never been here before. And it hasn't let me down. It's been absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's nice to hear that you like India. So my next question is, having worked across very different cultures, Mongolia, Turkey, China, India, what is stayed constant in good education, no matter the country?
Oh, lovely question. I think passion.
Okay.
A thirst for knowledge and learning. I feel it's essential that we are building independent learners, where students are able to have the tools to be able to find out for themselves, to learn for themselves. We're providing a platform, and they then need to fly from that platform. And I think that's cross-culture.
So if you have to define your leadership journey in one defining moment, what would it be?
I think the ability to bring joy to a student's life, to make them feel appreciated and valued for who they are, and what they can bring to the table. I remember having a conversation with a student in Sudan, and he was very upset. He'd not got very good grades. The submission that he'd handed in had used a lot of copy and paste from other people's work. And I was having the conversation with him about this, but I also pointed out that academics isn't necessarily the be-all and end-all, and that he was still going to thrive. Whatever his pathway was going to be, he was still going to be an exciting individual that perhaps would have his own family one day and bring joy to his family as well. And I think that really struck a chord for me, that I'm able to help every student, not just those that are academically minded, but those who might have the creative side or the sporty side.
Yeah. So what is the major difference you have seen working in the different markets like Asia, Europe and India?
Yeah, I think some of the differences are, to approach to learning.
Okay.
And the respect for education. I would say many of the Asian countries that I've worked in, there is a huge respect for education, a huge respect for teachers, and that it's valued throughout the culture. It's embedded into the culture that education is a top priority, and I think that's some of the differences I've found.
Yeah, so in Indian culture, we have been taught to treat teacher before God, because he's the one who made us learn about God. So that's the thing. So what misconception do people often have about international school? You might see challenges when parents coming in asking you the questions. What kind of a misconception normally they have?
Perhaps based around resources, facilities and expense and finance.
Okay.
I think for me, a good international education is based on values. It's based on providing opportunities for the students to practically explore what they're doing, to have real life examples given to them. Just like today, when we were talking earlier with our students, it's really important that they have these experiences that they can learn and grow from. And I think the globalized mind as well is very important from an international education. We're not just thinking about this context, we're thinking about how this context fits into a global context.
Okay, one more question about your leadership. So how do you adapt to a change in leadership when you change your country? Because everywhere the employers, the employees who are working under you, they are different. They follow the different cultural rules. How do you adapt it?
I think, as we've mentioned before, listening is key. Observation and observing what's happening and what's going on. And I was very lucky to arrive mid-year, so I could spend that time observing what's going on and observing the strengths of the school, the strengths of King's College, the strengths of King's College in India, and then also looking and assessing where the areas of development are and how I can best do that. Like you say, every country is different. And so how I might present that to one body of teachers may be very different in another country. So just thinking about the best way to motivate, to develop, and also to challenge the colleagues.
As a head teacher, how do you balance academic rigor with student well-being? This is a question which I emphasize on a lot.
I think, I've said it before, you can't be ready to fully embrace the academic rigor if you are not feeling comfortable.
Okay.
If you do not have the tools to draw upon to aid you on your journey. And it might even be on a daily basis, an hourly basis. Your mood, your emotions can change. One person could say or do something that affects your whole mood for the rest of that day. And I think it's really important that we're giving our students those tools to be able to say, okay, I need to work on this now. It's really upsetting me. Or I'm going to deal with this later and I'm going to focus on my work now. And then when we have given them the tools, we're then able to ensure that we have academic rigor and that they're able to achieve their full potential.
Okay, great. So what are the facilities that King College India provides, the Rohtak provides to students, which are different from the other schools? I don't want to take any names, but yeah, how do you see different from the other international schools in the same region?
I think from preschool and the first day that students arrive, they are coming into a family.
Okay.
We are nurturing and guiding them, not just about academics, but also about socialization. We have a strong curriculum on physical health and emotional education. Where we are giving students the opportunity to share their feelings, giving students the opportunities to listen to other students' feelings, talking about empathy, talking about, different situations and how to stand up to people in a situation where they might feel that they are being unfairly treated. And that goes right the way through the school. We have our careers counsellor as well at the school, and we have nurses. But we have also started our new Wellbeing Ambassador initiatives, where our students will play a big role in helping us to make sure that everybody is feeling they've got somebody to talk to. We also have a strong importance and high priority on child protection and safeguarding.
Okay.
And we make sure that we have procedures in place that will make sure we've got teachers who are safe, we've got students who are safe, and that we know how to deal with any situations that might arise where we need to give an individual child that extra protection.
Okay. So is the campus covered through CCTV?
We do have CCTV throughout the school. Again, we have a CCTV policy so that we can make sure that things are kept confidential, so that the right people are looking at those recorded images and how long we keep them for.
So how important is teacher leadership in maintaining academic standards?
I think we should be encouraging our teachers as well as our students to reach their potential. And if they are showing leadership qualities, we should be giving them the platforms to be able to explore that and to try out different things, because they'll be the leaders of tomorrow and our students will be the leaders of the next generation. So it's all about empowering, giving opportunities and supporting.
Okay, so with the rapid changes in education system coming up, with a lot of technology getting integrated, inculcated in the school system, what do you suggest doing it and what do you suggest not doing it at the same time for a school?
I think it does depend a lot on the families to choose the school that is picking their policy that suits the family background. And I think families do have a right to be able to choose that. I personally love technology and I love what it has given us. And I believe that we do need to provide the safety networks. We need to be educating our children to be able to use digitalization safely. And we can only do that through having them and having our students being able to explore the use of them and talking about rights and wrongs. There are other schools that may have a no device policy, and I think that's fine too for those families that feel that that's right for their family.
So do you believe in teachers training?
In teachers?
Training. That teachers should be trained every now and then to be updated about the curriculum.
Yes. We have what's called a continuous professional development program. And so we regularly meet. We actually had one a couple of Mondays ago where we all trained together on first aid so that all of our staff throughout the school has a basic understanding of first aid. We followed that up with looking at what makes a Cambridge school, Cambridge methodology and philosophy. And then we finished off the day with how to communicate, collaborate together and looking at making sure that we were all pulling in the same direction to have a really strong school. In previous schools, I have arranged workshops to look at differentiation techniques for teachers to use in their classrooms. Behaviour management is another really good and important professional development for our teachers, and also critical thinking and how that can be used in different subjects across the school.
So these are the qualities you see in a teacher, to be the right person to be one of the teacher in KCI. Isn't that me?
I think the qualities that we look for is willingness, passion, and secure knowledge. If you've got those three things, then you are able to adapt to what we have. You're able to find out about the new initiatives and the new developments in your subject, and be able to implement them in your teaching and learning. And we're looking for colleagues who have that passion, because then they are interesting to be around. And if you have that passion, people gravitate towards you. People want to listen, people want to try out and want to do. And I think that's really important.
So how do you motivate them, still making them accountable?
I think it's a good question. We talked about this in our inset day, and a word that really came home to me is integrity.
Okay.
And we were discussing that integrity is about doing the right thing even when nobody's watching. I don't want to have to be stood at the gate in the morning, ticking off that staff are arriving on time. We need to trust that our staff are arriving on time. Likewise in the classroom, that they're doing all the things that they need to do. Of course we will pop in and we will do observations, but we're not going to be there all the time. And so I think integrity is hugely important in making sure that we uphold those standards.
Okay, so just with my experience, like I've been in your campus for 2.5 hours. So the best thing I've seen is, as I said, like a third standard student sitting with the head of the school and talking to you like a friend. How do you maintain that culture within the campus? Because it's a very nice thing to see. It makes a student opens up and identify themselves or their true qualities. But how do you maintain that?
I genuinely really care about all of them. I will be at the gate in the morning, but not checking. I'll be there because I want to see the smile on our students' faces as they come through the door. I want this to be a space that they're running into and not wanting to leave. Yes. And I think just valuing what they can bring, listening to what they can bring, and sharing some joy and some love of life together. And I think that's important.
Okay. So is leadership about authority or influence?
That's a really good question. And I do think it depends on context. And I think it depends on situation. But for me personally, that's not the kind of leader that I would want to be. I want to be a kind of leader that is sharing, that is also learning as well, that is inspiring. I've had a wealth of experience, as mentioned, many different countries, and I'm able to draw the successes and the really good things about all the different education and pass that on to others who are ready and willing to learn and to listen as well. So for me personally, it's not about being authoritarian. It's about being truthful. It's about, holding people to account and just having those conversations with them.
This is great. So two learning for me. So one is integrity and the second is being inspiring, not authoritative. Great, thanks. So we'll move on to ask the next questions. How do you build a high-performing teaching team across diverse background?
Well, I celebrate diversity, and I think, again, we can learn from the different diverse that is brought to the table. And we can be sharing good practice. We can be looking at new initiatives together, and we can be supporting one another as well. I think it's really important that we are celebrating other people's successes, because you should be surrounded by high-flying, motivated individuals that can help inspire you as well. There's a great phrase that says, if you're the most intelligent person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And I like to be surrounded by people that are also going to inspire me as well.
The learning gate should always be open.
Exactly.
Yeah. How do you school nurture confidence, resilience, and independence?
Again, another really good question, and I think it does happen right from preschool, and we are talking about not doing for the children and for our students. We can show them and then give them the opportunity to explore for themselves and to learn for themselves. And I think this then gives students the confidence to have a go. It's about exposure, giving them the chance to experience different things, so that when something new comes up, they're not afraid of that. And it's also about giving them independence skills. We also offer the Duke of Edinburgh expedition, Duke of Edinburgh Award.
What is that?
It was established in the UK by the late Duke of Edinburgh. It's now been taken over by the new subsequent Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward. And it's about developing 4 areas of the student. It's about developing their sporting skills, their creativity, their service to the community, and the 4th part, which is my favourite, is where they go on a camping expedition.
Okay.
They have to carry all of their luggage, clothing, food, cooking materials, tent themselves. They have to hike for a day, pitch up in a field in the middle of nowhere, cook their dinner, have a sleep in the evening in their tent, which is usually not a very good sleep. It's very uncomfortable and usually quite cold. Waking up in the morning, making that cup of tea to set them off on another day's hike. And this really shows our students how to not give up. How to overcome challenges, and to just show them that they can do it if they have the right mindset.
Okay. So the next question is, what is your long-term vision for King's College India?
Well, we're starting our COBIS accreditation, which is the Council of British International Schools. We're hoping that will be complete within 18 months. This will enable us to show our families and to show India that we have reached the British standards of international schools. It will also give us networks with student collaboration and teacher collaboration. Okay. I'm looking to strengthen our partnership with King's College in Taunton, but also with the King's Colleges in Doha and Riyadh.
Okay.
Looking at student exchange, looking at workshops, looking at networking in that area as well.
Could be very good for students.
And just helping to make sure that King's College India is regarded in the top 10 schools of India.
Okay, that's lovely. So how do you plan to blend tradition with modern education?
I think again it's taking what works and what is successful and looking at the areas that need developing and making sure that we are moving forward. If you look at how society has changed, it's changed hugely in the last 20 years, but has education. And I think we do need to make sure we're looking at how we can adapt and change education to be more accessible for the future. But also, what are the basic skills that students might need to still maintain that success?
Okay, so what would be the first thing you'll be saying to a parent who has taken his student and came to your school?
Welcome to the family.
Great, thanks. So I'll go for a rapid fire round. This will be a fun plus viral thing. So one word to describe today's student.
One word to describe today's student, inquisitive.
Okay. So one habit every student should develop.
Research.
Research. Is that mean reading books?
It could be anything. It could be online. It could be chatting to grandma, granddad. It could be about anything. Looking at ingredients on a menu. Just everything that you do, make sure it's coming from a place of understanding and a place of knowledge.
Okay. One leadership skill that you learned hard way.
Patience.
Being patient is very, very important.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's very hard.
Definitely.
That's true. Chalkboards or smartboards?
Smartboards.
Smartboards. Right. Exams, necessary or evil?
A necessary evil? I don't know. I think it depends what it is that you're trying to examine.
What message would you like to give to students dreaming big?
Keep trying. You'll only fail when you give up.
Yeah, that's true. Your advice to your young educators aspiring to leadership role, for me also.
You have the potential. Don't close those doors. Keep them open. Try new things.
Try. Finally, what does success in education truly mean to you?
When linking back, it's a nice full circle, linking back to independence, being able to fly by yourself, being at peace and finding joy in the things that you do in your everyday life.
Great. It's a lot to learn from you. So I think in this podcast, the best thing for me is I've learned a lot from you. I'll keep in my mind when I'll become a leader: integrity, inspiring, and then keep trying. These three words will keep on ticking on my mind. So thanks for being a part of our show. Talk to you, Miss Helen, and we'll like to meet you again and again whenever we'll get a chance. Thank you.
Absolutely. It's been fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you.